Hey guys, what's going on? MrExplosivcorn here, and today we are playing some Wildstar. Now this is a game. This is a game. I've been waiting for a really good MMO for a really long time. I've been playing World of Warcraft for about 7 to 8 years, since I think right at the end of vanilla is when I started playing World of Warcraft, and I got into like I even resorted back to RuneScape after a while. But I don't know, MMOs are kind of my thing, and I've always really looked forward to something that was like WoW but a little more modern. And I don't know, I just kind of got bored of like WoW, and I love the lore though. The lore is what kept me for all of those years. But Wildstar just saves the day. And I mean, I understand. It's still in hype. It's been a month now, but it's still in hype. But this game gets so many things right. And I've tried Guild Wars 2. I played a lot of Guild Wars 2. I got to a max level. I just didn't like it so much. I got to the max level and I was like, now what? It's kind of boring. I didn't feel it, you know? It didn't feel right. And then I waited a week after the ESO launch and I got really lucky because that hype train crashed and burned. That doesn't turn out so well. I mean, it's improving, and people who are really into the Elder Scrolls series are obviously going to be playing it, but, you know, that's for those people. But for people who really want, like, a really good MMO experience, I would definitely be recommending Wildstar. Wildstar just has its own... Wait one second. Hey, champ, I got some unique found. This guy keeps saying the same thing over. So, Wildstar does have its flaws. It's only a month in, and I'd say it's pretty polished for an MMO that's only a month in. The main problem I'm finding are just like small like mob bugs, like quests that get kind of bugged and mobs that get kind of bugged, but I'm also kind of progressed further back. So I'm level 20. So I'll press F1 so you can see me. Oh, 22. I'm level 22. And I just started doing dungeons, which is when the game gets amazing. I do a little PvP here and there. PvP is fucking amazing. It's fun as hell. And the PvE is awesome. The lore is really cool once you get into it. It's not gonna be that same nostalgic feeling that you get from Warcraft. Like, I started with Warcraft 3. I know that feeling you get when you're like fighting a huge boss in a raid in World of Warcraft. It's that really cool nostalgic feeling that reminds you of like a game like Warcraft 3. You're not gonna get that in Wildstar, but it's still really good lore, and I would definitely recommend reading through it when you're playing the game. That's kind of why I'm leveling kind of slowly. People like got the game and started fucking trailblazing to level 50, and they didn't really absorb enough of the game as possible. And the developers really work their asses off to make this game as good as it is. The music is amazing. I don't know if you can hear it right now, but it is amazing. I don't even listen to my like Spotify playlist half the time I'm playing this game. Every time I enter a new zone, I make sure to just listen, because the music is phenomenal, and it's really, I mean, a lot of reviewers have stated it. It's not something that's underestimated or something that's looked past, but it's just something you really got to try it out. And the combat is amazing. The combat is something that is telegraphed, and what that means is that, as you can see right now, I'm pressing 1 and my blue little like lasers come out of my butt. It's like, it's really cool because not only is your attack viewable by you, it's also your enemies, and if you want, your allies. So you have complete control and like visibility of what's going on, and you can dodge everything. Especially in PvP, you can dodge anything. It's hard, but it's possible. Obviously people are going to be chasing after you, and it can get near impossible, but I'm saying it's possible because everything can be dodged. You can double tap A, S, it's reloading, but D and W. You can strafe and dodge in all directions. The combat is really fluid. There's some latency issues sometimes, but that might be my internet because I recently moved to a location far away from my router. As you can see, I just clicked F1 and my latency is at 42 ms. So sometimes it spikes around and it's wireless, so it's kind of finicky, but whatever. I can deal with it. But this is what I've been waiting for. That's basically what I'm making this video about. I haven't made a video in a really long time, and that's because I've been busy with school and sports and all this stuff. But summer's around, and I have time to do stuff like this, stuff that I like doing on the side. And if people watch and people comment, even like a little conversation is always enjoyable to me. So like, if you want, you can tell me what you think about Wildstar. Is it a WoW killer? That's such a hype phrase that's being thrown around all the time, but every time an MMO comes out, it's like, is it the WoW killer? Is it the WoW killer? I don't think anyone's gonna really kill WoW. It's really hard. A lot of people have invested years of time into WoW, and it's gonna be really hard to take them out of it. Imagine being in a job for 8 years and then just being ripped away from it. It's gonna be really hard to convince people, but I feel like this is a good step in convincing people to move away from World of Warcraft if they want to. If they feel like World of Warcraft is starting to get a little bit old, this is a really good opportunity to move towards something else. And this is just for if you like MMOs. Like, I've been playing Counter-Strike and stuff like that for a while, and I mean, I'm a gamer, I'm not just an MMO player, but Wildstar, I feel, is really, really, really good. And it has a lot of potential, and it's just crazy how, like, fun it is. There's like a Penny Arcade comic a while ago, and a few weeks ago, and like one of them was like, I was playing Wildstar and I was actually having fun, because you don't quest to have fun, you quest to just level up and get through the things so you can get to the fun stuff. When you play an MMO, most of the time it's like work. You're working towards the fun part. But in Wildstar, they get it so down to the sense that you don't have to work. It's fun. Every part of it is fun. And obviously this is my opinion. Everyone's going to have a different opinion. But it's fun. That's all I can say. It's fun and it's polished. Well, not completely. There are bots and all that. I haven't had a lot of problems with bots. Then again, I'm also further back in the story right now. But I don't know, man. You gotta try it out. I'm making this video because I'm announcing that I'm gonna be making some more videos about Wildstar, just like dungeons I go across, PvP. I really want to get into PvP and specifically rated like arenas. And right now I am planning on upgrading my computer from an AMD processor and motherboard chipset to an Intel combination, because it seems as though games that are processor heavy like Wildstar, like PlanetSide 2, like Skyrim tend to fall behind with AMD processors. Even though they have 8 cores, there's like this whole thing about the cores not being optimized and whatnot, and like Intel has stronger cores even though they have fewer. And that Pentium dual core came out recently, and it's supposed to be the new Devil's Canyon chip, and it's $75. I'm planning on overclocking that with a really cheap motherboard as well. So I'm going to be paying about $175 for this new combination of processor for a big upgrade in like frames per second and all that stuff, and that'll make my videos look better. So in the end, I feel like that's going to be a good investment. Right now I have an FX8120 with a shitty ASRock 970 Extreme 3 motherboard. Sorry if you don't know a lot about computers, but I feel like if you're watching this video you should know a little bit. But then again, you might have a laptop, whatever. Point is, my videos are going to look better in a few weeks, I guess. It depends on when I can get the money fast enough. But yeah, there's a lot to do. I can't really cover it all in one video. You can go watch a review. There are already a ton of reviews. It would be pointless for me to make one. But this is just another voice saying that this game is good. This game is really good. It's worth the $60 price tag, and it's worth the subscription fee. Right now they're adding a whole like 2 zones. Like that's they're adding an expansion pack basically, and it's only been a month into the subscription, into like the game's release. And if they keep that up, if they keep this amount of content like linear in terms of like its rate of growth, then that's crazy. That's cool. that means that you'll never get bored of this game, and it's really hard to get bored when you play this game. I'm getting burned out a lot of the time when I play this. My ass hurts half the time I play this game because I'm sitting for so long. It's pathetic. But I'm rambling. I'm really rambling a lot. I'm just trying to tell you guys that this is a good game. I've told you this a bunch of times, and I will continue to tell this because I'm going to be making more videos. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Hopefully you guys tune in for whatever I have in store next. I'm planning on streaming soon if I manage to get enough viewer following ship. But yeah, it's a little bit about me. It's a little bit about Wildstar. It's a little bit about my relationship with Wildstar. It's a beautiful one. And I'll be seeing you guys around shortly. I'm going to be making a few videos soon, so stay in touch. Bye.